Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. Well, it's finally here. I've got the Dwight Howard, Steve Nash effect on the Lakers. Now don't forget, if you haven't seen the Steve Nash effect on the Lakers that I did before they got Dwight Howard, make sure to click on the link and check it out because I'm not going to cover the same things I did there. That said, they're going to be adding the #1 defensive center in the league and a terrific down-low post player as well. Arguably, when I went through it, you thought Bynum and Howard are #1, 2, or 1 and 1A. But you know what? Looking at the stats I'm going to show you, it does appear to me that Dwight Howard is better than Bynum and is going to give the Lakers even more value. Let's begin with the Princeton offense. The basic Princeton high post offense looks like this: 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Notice how the center here is in the high post. The typical motion is a guard-to-guard pass, then entry pass to the forward with the back screen and shuffle cut by the weak side guard. If they don't hit the guard on the basket cut, the center cuts straight to the ball. This is where the Princeton can be adjusted for Dwight Howard, as he can cut to the low post block instead, using his superior speed to get great position. So that brings us to post-ups. Since Dwight will be replacing Andrew Bynum, let's do some direct comparisons to their post-up stats. While Bynum has a slightly higher efficiency, Dwight's field goal, turnover, and score percentages are all significantly higher, meaning Dwight is a more powerful finisher at the rim.
Usually what he does when they are struggling, and they are struggling.
So let's look at the Princeton offense with the low post. The alignment on the perimeter is the same, but this time Dwight starts out on the low block. Nash feeds the wing and goes to the opposite corner, whereas in the triangle he would have gone to the strong side corner. Powell feeds the post and has 3 options. He can cut straight to the basket, he can move to the corner, or the most likely option, screen for Kobe at the corner of the foul line. Kobe comes around the screen and gets a pass back from Dwight for a jump shot, or Kobe and Dwight can play a 2-man game. Powell can cut back door after his screen, forcing the weak side defense to help, opening up wide open spot up shots for Steve Nash in the corner. Let's look at Nash's 3-point shooting and how it will improve the Lakers. Last year, LA was ranked 25th in 3-point shooting, while Nash was 25th in the NBA in efficiency, blowing the highest ranked Laker out of the water.
KG hasn't missed a shot. Nash.
Looking at the Princeton offense again, we can see how Steve Nash will attack out of the pick and roll. What should make this play so devastating is that the screen and roll will come off of cuts to the basket, putting the defense in bad position. Off the initial setup we showed before, Kobe will hit Nash and get a back screen from Dwight. Dwight's man will have to help on this, freeing Dwight to go screen for Nash with no hedge. Can you imagine Nash getting a ball screen without having to fight over a big man? Why is this a big deal? Because you've got the 8th best pick and roll guard and the best pick and roll big man involved in a play where the defense has to help off of Kobe Bryant of all people. Steve Nash instantly takes the Lakers from an average pick and roll team
They cleaned it up that much. Gortat, watch out.
to one of the best in the league. He's the spark, of course, but the fuel to the fire is Dwight Howard and how he rolls to the basket. The Lakers were ranked 25th in pick and roll with the roll man last year. The difference in stats between what Howard can do compared to the Lakers as a team and Bynum individually is nothing short of astounding. Dwight Howard is much faster and stronger than Bynum and finishes at the rim better than most big men in recent memory. To further illustrate how much better Dwight is at the rim, let's compare his putback stats to Bynum's. Even though teams will foul Dwight to put him on the free throw line, where he's terrible, he turns most of those into and ones anyway, shooting a ridiculous 72.5% from the field. Compare that to Bynum's 49.5%, and you can see how Howard's free throw woes don't matter so much. After watching this, you might think Kobe will be the 3rd option in the offense. Well, let's look at how Kobe can use the offense to his advantage, primarily with post-ups. As we showed earlier, Kobe can begin the offense with a pass to Nash and get a back screen from Howard. Normally, he'd cut through to the left side corner and look for a return pass when the ball swings. However, the defense could move to take away his backdoor position, and that's where Kobe can stay on the right side and get incredibly deep position on that right block. It takes a simple pass from Nash to Artest to feed Kobe down there. And guess who's rolling to the hoop? What center in the league can keep up with Dwight Howard when he sprints to the basket from above the top of the key? A lot has been made about Steve Nash's poor defense, but nobody can guard the good point guards anyway in the wing. And when you have a guy like Dwight Howard who can do this, that erases a lot of the deficiencies you might see. So Dwight Howard can erase a lot of defensive mistakes and actually let the Lakers be a lot more aggressive on defense and gamble because he's back there to protect the rim. It's no surprise that when you look at who LeBron did the worst against last year, it was Orlando, and it wasn't because Ryan Anderson was guarding him. So Dwight Howard is one of those guys that can have a profound effect on LeBron's game, and if you want to win a championship, you need to have someone that can limit his ability to affect the game like he did against the Oklahoma City Thunder in the finals. So it's very exciting to see Eddie Jordan on the staff putting in the Princeton Offense. It's going to look a lot like a triangle, and the key here is motion and spacing and movement, and it should open up a lot of opportunities for every player. Jody Meeks is someone that people don't know about, and he should have a terrific year too, getting a lot of open shots. So the Lakers look primed to become the favorites to win the title this year, and with what I showed you, it seems pretty clear that Miami will have their hands full. Don't forget to get on Twitter and join the conversation. Every day we have an amazing thing there, so follow us at B-Ball Source, because at B-Ball Breakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?